Oscars. Are the Oscars really so white? Are they? Are the Oscars really so white? I don't know. I would lean to saying no, considering the two biggest awards of the night went to a non-white, which is weird saying in the first place, non-English speaking Korean man. If that doesn't tell you the Oscars were not so white, I don't know what really does. You can say that, oh, there should have been more nominations in acting categories for other POCs, people of colour. But like, you know, the big ones, the two big ones, got taken by someone who don't speak English, who doesn't speak English. If that's not enough, I don't know what is. Like, you can say, yeah, more people should be nominated, but at the end of the day, this guy won. That's even more important than being nominated. So, apparently Parasite swept up the Oscars last night. I haven't seen the film yet. I was supposed to actually see it this weekend. Got really ill, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to postpone that until next weekend now. But, you know, apparently, deserved winner. I know 1917 was on a lot of people's minds for months and months, and it was almost, you know, written in to win at that point. But over the last couple of weeks, I've heard a lot of people inside the industry saying things like Parasite might have an outside chance. And I guess it happened. The upset happened. Sam Mendes didn't win, and I guess the right person ended up winning. Even though I haven't seen the film, I'll see it in a week's time. Parasite won Best Picture and Best Director. The two biggest awards of the night. Then there are the 4 acting awards, which are just, I think, the rung below that. And then there's the next 2 most important awards, which are Best Original Screenplay and Best Adapted Screenplay. Now, the 4 actors and the 2 actors and 2 actress awards were won from different films. Joaquin Phoenix won for Joker, Best Actor. Brad Pitt won for Best Supporting Actor. Renee Zellweger won for a film she was in. I haven't seen that film, so I can't judge on it. Pass judgment on it, at least. But then for Adapted Screenplay and Screenplay, somehow Parasite won for Best Original Screenplay. Now, I don't really get how that works, considering it's not an English film. It's almost more impressive it won for Best Original Screenplay than it is that it won Best Director. In my mind, like that's the crazy one. That's crazy. That just doesn't seem to make sense. How can a film that isn't in English win Best Original Screenplay? Like, you're not reading English, you're reading Hangul there. Like, you're reading Korean. It's just odd. I don't know. I don't know how many people legitimately read that screenplay, because it seems like that doesn't make much sense to me. But for Adapted Screenplay, it was won by Jojo Rabbit, Taika Waititi. If you don't know, Taika Waititi, also not a white male. If you didn't know, he's I think he's Samoan. He's a Samoan Jew, or he's Polynesian. I think that it depends on where you are, depending on what island you're from. I don't know, all right? But he's like, Polynesian seems like it's more of a breadth of people. So he's Polynesian Jewish, so he ain't white. So 4 of the main 8 awards, in my opinion, at the Oscars, even though there are very, very important awards through the list, cinematography, editing, score, soundtrack, these are all very, very crucial awards and things which should be shone more of a light on in the industry. But in my opinion, the big 8 are Best Actor, Best Actress, Supporting Actor, Supporting Actress, Director, Picture, Adapted Screenplay, Original Screenplay. Those are the big 8 awards. And 4 of those 8 awards were won by white people. And you can say, well, that's such a breadth of people. And you're right. A German is not the same as a Frenchie, and a Frenchie isn't the same as a Spaniard, and a Spaniard isn't the same as a Brit. Like, there's a plethora of culture between all these people, and the only contributing factor from each of them that's the same is that they're white. It's sort of a bit odd. That's why I don't like the term POC, and then I also don't like the term just generic white, because it's like there's such a like diversity within being white as there is diversity in being black or being Asian. It's just, I don't know. It's an odd thing. We like to lump people together. Very odd. But, you know, Parasite, sweeping up the awards, doing the deal, getting it done. For me, I haven't seen it, and I saw about, I think, just over half of the Best Picture nominees. I didn't see Little Women. I think that might be the only one other than Parasite. Little Women, 1917, and Parasite were the three I haven't seen out of all the Best Picture noms. The Best Directors, I'd seen 3 of the 5, or 4 of the 5 films, I guess. But for me, someone and a picture that was, I think, wrongfully, it's hard because obviously it's just an opinion, but I think that Jojo Rabbit was a very good film. But in my opinion, John Wick 3. Yeah, John Wick 3 was a better film in my opinion. The others in that list, I have no problem with them being there, other than ones I haven't seen. But for me, John Wick 3 is a very underappreciated film by a lot of people. You know, it's not some generic CGI bomb film. It's very tastefully nuanced noir cinema. Like, it's incredible what the creators have been able to do with that franchise and that particular film in the last one. Somehow they even improved on the first one for me. Like, I think 3 might even have been better than number 1, which is shocking. But yeah, John Wick for me is just shot so incredibly well. For me, I think it maybe should have got a Best Picture nom. That's just me though. People would disagree. I don't want to lose my voice or strain it too much, so I'm gonna try and cut the video here. But congratulations. You know, it's a big thing for South Korean film, and it's a big thing for Asian film overall, and it's a big thing for cinema worldwide. So Oscars, they're not so white, they're so everyone, and that's why this film ended up sweeping the main awards at the Oscars. I think that speaks for itself. So congratulations, Bong Joon-ho. I mean, it's not an easy feat. It really isn't. And from a non-English speaker, more than anything else, doesn't matter about your race, your gender, your sex, a good film is a good film, and it clearly resonated with a lot of people across the world, made over $100 million worldwide, which is a feat for, you know, a non-English speaking film, regardless, when it's not Chinese, especially. I mean, if a film is non-English speaking or non-Chinese speaking and it makes over $100 million, that's a big thing. That's a very big thing for the country of cinema that film came from. It's a huge deal. And this is one which, you know, spread wide and it had a big impact on people. I mean, this is the same director who directed Snowpiercer. If you haven't seen Snowpiercer, guys, it is a weird, eclectic, crazy film. It's absolutely bonkers. It's based on a comic book, I think, or an anime or manga, I'm not sure. But the film itself was balls to the wall nuts. So if this guy's been able to imbue even a smidgen of what he did there with this film, then, I mean, check out some of those films on that list. I know that sometimes Oscar films don't make the most money, and then a couple of them make a good amount, and most of them just fail. They're independent, you know, independent films, and they don't get a lot of traction. But hey, at least Parasite's done well. It's done well for the studio. It's done well for the director, the production company, everything, and the actors clearly did a good job as well. So, congratulations to you. Well done, Taika Waititi. Well done, Brad Pitt. Well done, bloody Joaquin Phoenix and Renee Zellweger. I don't know who won Best Supporting Actress, but well done to that as well. But yeah. I really wish Ricky Gervais had done the hosting for that last night, because I've watched like 10 minutes of clips from the show last night. He would have just had an absolute field day. You know, sometimes people would just be happy with what you've got. Like, just say thank you. Say, I'm so proud of this. I'm so proud for the people who worked on this film. You know, you don't need to just spiel into like a giant speech about X, Y, and Z. Or, if you want to go that far, W, X, Y, and Z. Some of these lads were just putting out the whole alphabet with what they were saying. It was a bit ridiculous, apparently. So, well done. Another year film is over. It's the flag has been put down, and the first non-English speaking film to win Best Film at the Oscar. Crazy. Absolutely mad. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then I don't know. Joker will come after you, best actor and all that. You don't want that. You really don't, so just subscribe anyway to avoid that. Now, I've been NAREDNRATHECOMIC. You've been great. I'll see you next time. Still weak. Still weak. Not there. I need to rest my voice. I shouldn't have done that. I'll see you next time, though. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. Been doing it for over 600 days now. Not stopping till we get to 10,000 subscribers. So just hit the subscribe button like that once. And then you're subscribed. Come back tomorrow. You might like the content. You might like some more quality shitty content. So do be back, because I'll be back. And if I'm back, you should be back. We'll go with that. See you tomorrow, though. If you subscribe, just subscribe. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Skadoosh.